evening, ladies and gentlemen. It says here that the pupils of Black Creek School have been practicing a variety show called Canadiana, which is a mixture of songs, dances, plays, and novelty numbers related to our Canadian heritage. Let us see tonight what it is all about. Canada is so big and beautiful with its mountains, prairies, lakes, and rivers. And you know what? You can go from the Pacific Ocean to the Atlantic on a railroad. Grades 1 and 2 are going to take you on such a trip. From Vancouver all the way to Montreal. Here they are.
All aboard!
Once in another time, my friends, an old woman called Tante Odette lived in Quebec. She was a plump little woman with jet black eyes. She lived at the edge of the village in a snug little whitewashed house with a sharp roof and 2 pointed windows. Tante Odette was all alone except for the beast in the barn and Shoo Shoo, the big gray cat who lived in the house with her. In time, a great change came over Shoo Shoo. The gray cat had been a good companion because he seemed quite content to live on bread crusts and cabbage soup. Tante Odette always kept the pot of soup boiling in the back of the stove. She added a little more water and a few more cabbage leaves to it each day. In this way, she always had soup on hand and never had to throw any of it away. She baked her own bread in her outdoor oven once a week on Tuesday. If the bread grew stale by Saturday or Sunday, she softened it in the cabbage soup. Tante Odette was a very thrifty old woman. Nothing was ever wasted in that house. As Tante Odette worked busily at her spinning wheel each evening, Shoo Shoo would lie on the little rug by the stove and stare at her with his big gray eyes. If only you could talk, Tante Odette would say. What a blessing you would be for me. One fall evening, Tante Odette was busy at her spinning wheel.
Pierre Lamont, at your service, madame.
What do you want? I can't stay here all night with the door open. It wastes heat and firewood.
I seek shelter and work. I am getting too old to be roving from place to place, trapping for furs, or working in lumber camps. I would like a job on just such a cozy little place as this.
I don't need any help. I'm quite able to do everything by myself, and I have my cat for company.
A very smart cat he looks to me, madame. Why don't you ask him if you should take me in? After all, you need to pay me nothing but a roof over my head and a little food.
How ridiculous. A cat can't talk. I only wish...
Oh, indeed I can talk. If the matter is important enough, this Pierre Lamont looks like a very fine man and a good worker. I think you should take him in.
Then come in. It is so rare for a cat to talk. I'm sure one should listen to him when he does.
Pierre is hungry. Offer him some soup, a good big bowl of it.
Oh dear, at this rate our soup won't last out the week. But if you say so, Shoo Shoo. I suppose you're tired. You'll have to sleep in the hayloft. This is the most amazing thing, that you should begin talking after all these years. Whatever came over you?
Tante Odette decided that the cat's advice had been good. It was a great convenience having Pierre around. No longer did she have to go to the barn to feed the beasts. Pierre was indeed a good worker. He seemed quite satisfied with his bed in the loft and his bowls of cabbage soup and chunks of bread. Only Shoo Shoo seemed to have grown dissatisfied since his arrival.
Why do you feed Pierre nothing but cabbage soup and bread? A working man needs more than that. How about roast beef or pork pie?
Meat is scarce and costs money.
Huh, it's well worth it. Even I'm getting a for me to do?
I'm the thriftiest shopper in the parish. I can bring the old grocer down a few pennies on everything I buy.
Pierre's a thrifty shopper too. In all Canada, there's not a better judge of meat. He would probably see something that you would not have had to buy. Send him to the store.
You got your money's worth indeed.
Fine piece of pork and a nice pig's head.
And candy for me too. And here's tobacco for you, Pierre. My money. Did you spend all of it?
What is money for but to spend? Can you eat money for smoking in a pipe?
No.
Could you put it on your shoulders to keep you warm?
No.
Would it burn in the stove to cook your food?
Oh, no, indeed.
And what good is money? The sooner one gets rid of it, the better.
I never saw it that way before. Of course you were right, Shoo-Shoo. And you too, Pierre, for choosing such fine food. I have a small fortune, Shoo-Shoo. Now explain why these coins are no good.
Can you tell me, madame, if a man named Pierre Leblanc works here?
Yes, he does, and a very good worker he is indeed.
Of course, Canada's full of Pierre Leblancs. This is a very common name. Does this Pierre Leblanc wear a hand-woven red sash like mine?
So he does.
On the other hand, many Pierre Leblancs wear red sashes. Does he have a mustache like a homemade broom?
Yes, indeed.
There are many Pierre Leblancs with red sashes, mustaches like brooms. This Pierre Leblanc who now works for you, can he throw his voice?
Oh, his voice? Bless me. What black magic is that?
Haven't you heard of such a gift? Of course, only a few have it. Probably one Pierre Leblanc in 1,000. This Pierre with you, can he throw his voice behind trees and in boxes and up on the roof so it sounds as if someone else is talking?
My faith, no. I would not have such a one in my house.
My Pierre is that clever. That is why I'm trying to find him. I want him to go shopping with me in the woods this winter. One says there have never been so many foxes. I need Pierre for he is smarter than any fox. Good old Pierre!
George, my friend, where have you kept yourself all summer? How did you find it?
I'm a little dizzy. This story of the voice has upset me greatly. What do you make of it all? Please tell me what to do. Shall we let him stay here? It would be very confusing to have voices coming from the roof and behind the trees. Where is your tongue? Have you no words for me when I need them most?
Such a man.
Are you going away with him?
Oh, that makes a problem. If I go into the woods this winter, it will be cold and I will work like an ox. But there will be much money in my pockets when the furs are sold, and that would be a convenience. But if I stay here, I'll be warm and comfortable. But
What is this business about you being able to throw your voice to other places?
did George say I could do that?
Yes, he did.
What a joker George is.
Perhaps it is true.
If you really want to know, ask Shoo-Shoo. He would not lie to you. Can I throw my voice, Shoo-Shoo?
Of course not. Whoever heard of such ridiculous nonsense?
Will you go with him?
10 to 10, it is absurd to expect such a good man as Pierre Leblanc to work for only food and shelter. He would pay him
can't afford that.
Of course you can. You have a small fortune in the old sock in your chest. Remember what I told you about money?
Tell me again. It is hard to hold on to such a thought. I become confused.
Money is to spend. Can I carry and handle water to the bees? Can I cut down trees with firewood? Can I dig paths in the snow when winter comes?
I have caught it again. If you will stay with me, Pierre, I will pay you a coin from time to time.
And I will be very happy to stay here with you and your wise cat. Now I'll unload my wood and pile it into a neat stack by the door.
We have made a good bargain, haven't we, Shoo-Shoo?
Shoo-Shoo tickles his nose with his tail and says nothing. Peoples from many lands make up our great Canadian nation. We are so lucky to be able to have all these cultures with their music and rhythms as a part of the true Canadian scene. Here are some of the pupils from grades 1 to 4 are going to entertain you with some rhythms and songs that are so familiar to most Canadians. This next Newfoundland song has a wonderful rhythm which the men enjoy singing as they fish for squid.
Oh, this is the place where the fishermen gather.
personalities in their individual native language, communication among pupils is sometimes a problem. Grades 1 and 2 are going to do some choral readings, one way in which our schools try to improve speech skills. Square dancing has always been a part of Canadian social activities ever since the early pioneers settled our vast country. Here are grades 5 and 6 with ladies in the center back to back.
5. And do, si, do,